Hello and welcome to the video. I'm Jimmy the Mower and today we're here to look at the Clarke Power 400 watt inverter. So I popped into Mart Wolverhampton earlier today to pick up this inverter and another couple of other bits and pieces. So let's open it up now and have a look what's in the box. These shrink wrap things are a bit of a pain, especially if your nails aren't very long like mine. You've got to cut your way in without taking half the box with it. Ooh. Well, that's effectively and efficiently packaged. We've just got some bubble wrapping around the inverter itself and a couple of crocodile clips and some ring attachments. I presume to attach that to there and the clips to the battery. I'll put the box over there out the way and then we'll get the bubble wrap off. A little bag there with a couple of spare fuses in. And the all-important instruction leaflet. Right, I'll have a quick read through this and then I'll get back to you. I've had a little look through the instruction booklet and there's not really that much in it really, they're self-explanatory. If you don't know what one of these is for or you've never used one before, it converts 12 volt battery power into 13 amp mains power. So if you've got a small item that you'd like to run, a laptop, I've got an air compressor here, I've got a little light, something like that, it's got a 13 amp plug on and you want to run it, you can plug this into your 12 volt system, it will step it up immediately to 13 amp 230 volts and you can run these things on it. So to make it work we have to get the power from there and into there, and they provide you with a couple of these leads, basic crocodile clips. They just clip on, positive side, negative side, they're always wired red and black, so just always remember that, red and black. It says on the back as well, positive, negative, so we know how they work. There's a couple of fuses next to there, they're for just protection, overload protection really. We've got spare fuses in there, and if you're using it for sensible things, laptops, small compressors, little bits and pieces, it will never blow. It's only rated up to 400 watts, so it's not heavy duty, but it's enough for little bits and pieces that we need, charging batteries and stuff. The main reason for our purchase of this is I think I'm going to try and install it in the truck, so when we're using the modern battery equipment, our DeWalt tools, etc., or electric sort of hedge trimmers and stuff, we can charge the batteries up in there. They can be charged overnight the next day, and they'll always be topped up then. We won't have any fear of leaving them at work or at home. So let's plug this in and see how it goes. I think we unscrew these little terminals on the back. This reminds me of the olden days when I used to have CBs, and we got CB power packs, and they were all 12 volt and we had to put them on with these little ring connectors. Now, there's a couple of washers on there, I don't know if you can see those at all. There's a starred washer, that's sort of like a shake proof or compression washer, and just a couple of flat ones. They just improve the connection really. So we'll start with the negative connection. I'll put that on there. It says on the back 12 volt DC in, so I'll put the minus one on and then we'll put the flat washer on next, because that will sit flush on there, and then we'll put the little compression washer on, and then when we tighten this up, that saves us over tightening. You can tighten this up then as much as you like, and when you put the pressure on, it will push down on that little washer there and the springs will push back and you won't be able to tighten it up too tight, so you'll always have a good connection. It's got pressure on there without being too tight. So we'll put the red one, the positive one, on now. Again, the flat washer first, and then the little compression washer. That goes on, or drops off. I see I've made a mistake already. I'll show you in a minute. I'm sure some of you spotted it. Right, we'll put that on. Hold that wire up out the way. And that's tight. Now, the mistake I made, look, see the red one? We're nice here. Just tighten it up again. Sticking out at the side, we've got no problem. When we lay this down flat, the wire's out the way. With the black one, the negative, I'll put it facing on the bottom. So when we put it down, we're crushing that wire and we're bending it straight away. So I'll undo that, turn it round 90 degrees and tighten it up again. Now they're both coming out there and we can put that down and there's no bother. So all we have to do is to clip these to the battery, put the negative on first, then the positive, might be a little bit of spark. I'm not sure how much charge is in these batteries, by the way. We have these in the corner of the workshop, and they used to jump start mowers off and other bits and pieces. So we've got that on. I'll just turn it to on. We've got the on switch on the front. Power at the top is the green light, and there's a red light underneath, which means fault. And there we have just a 13 amp plug, as if you would at home. So it's no different to anything else. The only thing I've noticed about this unit actually is there's no USB on here. Now a lot of these other units do have USB ports on there because they're only 12 volt systems, they'll run straight through. However, this one hasn't, but we're not worried about that today. We're here to test the 13 amp system. So we'll put that on, we'll flick it on and see if it lights up. Fingers crossed it does. Yeah, there we go. We've got the green light, so that's all done. That's lit. So that means that this unit is ready to go. We've got the 12 volts coming in from there. They're into here. They're being stepped up now to 230 volt on an AC current. So let's try this first. Now this is a mini air compressor. I'm sure you've all seen the video of me doing this. These are great things to have in the back of the truck. You just turn them on at the back and basically they just fire away and that's it. As great as a plug-in air compressor, but you've got the portability of it. Great for us if you've got mowers out in the field or a long trailer on behind the truck. You can go round, plug this in and away you go and it'll pump it up. Now we've got a little battery pack here and it's directly charged into that battery pack. Now you'd think that it was 12 volt and this is 12 volt, you'd put one straight to the other, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that. You have to step it up to 230 and then we have to step it down again to 12 volt to get the ampage to put it in. So this is the little plug which does the reverse of this. So we'll plug this in, if I can get it the right way around. We'll plug that into there, just like you would any other 13 amp plug. And then we'll put this charger into the back. And with a bit of luck, oh, there you go. You see the blue lights there flashing, and that means it's charging. So that's done its job there. So we'd be happy with that. This is one of the tools that we'd have charged up in the back of the truck. Maybe we could look at getting a bigger one of these with a couple of plug sockets on, or running a little splitter off there with 2 plug sockets. We're not dealing in high ampages or high wattages. They're all really low because we're only charging batteries. So that one's charging up. We know that works. So that's great. And then I'll tell you what, I've got a light here. Now, you might laugh at this because everybody has new inspection lamps now, little 12 volt things, USB plugins and stuff. But we have this, an old lamp that I bought years ago. It's got a bulb in there that you just screw in, and we've got a length of flex on it and a 13 amp plug. And we've put these with throw them under mowers or trailers, trucks, whatever we're trying to repair, to throw a bit of light on the situation. You know how it is, you start off, you're repairing something, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's all well, the sun's shining, and you think, we'll have this done in an hour. 3 hours later, it's starting to get dark. You're no further forward than you were, and you need some light. So that's what this is for. It's been knocking around for years. So I'll plug this in and see if this works. I'll turn this off first, and then I'll plug this in. Oh, it's a bit stiff. Rusty old plug. And then we'll see if this works. Hopefully it does. I haven't checked the bulb actually, but mate, fingers crossed it should do. And there we go. Look at that. No LEDs here. That's the warm glow of an old bulb there. That's a warm glow. Yeah, so that works perfectly. And then with this unit, because we're using such low currents, the fan hasn't kicked in on the back. There's a big cooling fan on there, and that'll kick in if it starts to get warm. It's a bit chilly today anyway, so I wouldn't expect it to kick in yet. But there's a big heat sink on top as well, and a heat sink underneath, and this is to take all the hot sort of air away, and it helps it circulate and keep cool. So that works. We've got the lamp working, we've got the compressor working. I'm happy that this works. I don't know why the stickers are on upside down though. Turn it round and hold it up like that. It seems a bit back to front to me, being as that's the way the plug socket goes in. Right, let's turn it off, take the plug out, just disconnect these. And there you go then. The Clarke Power DC to AC power inverter, 400 watts. We got it today from Machine Mart. Came in, I think it was £39.99, excluding the VAT. So quite a good price there, still under 50 quid. I think it's a real bargain. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Jimmy the Mower. I'll catch you on the next one.